Out of the three Stalker games, Clear Sky always seems to get overlooked. It came out in 2008, only a year after the first game, Shadow of Chernobyl, and for some reason, this game kinda has a bad rap. So much to the point where I've been seeing people completely trash it. Now, despite being told that this game is complete ass, and I'd hate myself for playing it, I kinda fucking love Clear Sky. So grab your gas mask, zip up your sunrise suit, and take a big swig of Stoli, because we're headed into the zone, Stalker. Before I start, I'd like to say that I'm using Arsenal Overhaul and the SRP mods because, honestly, if you're not modding Stalker, I really don't know what you're doing.
This shit jank, B!
The game starts with a pretty cool cutscene. A stalwart mercenary is seen leading a squad of scientists through the zone. The group gets caught in a huge emission, and you play as the only survivor, the Merc. You're found by stalkers from the elusive Clear Sky faction, whose base resides in the southwest of the Great Swamp. Clear Sky is a group of researchers who want to study the zone. Big shocker. They claim their forte is knowledge and not fighting, yet that doesn't stop Lebedev to ask him to help you fight his local turf war with the bandits. Lebedev is particularly interested in you because you survived an emission. Apparently the emission didn't cause you any immediate physical harm, but your immune system will become worse if you live throughout any more. When I first read that, I was a little worried I would have to upkeep some kind of sickness, like Far Cry 2's infamous malaria shit, but this doesn't actually carry over to any gameplay, and I don't have to manage anything with that, so fuck yeah. Lebedev explains to you how these freak emissions are a reaction from the previous game's protagonist, S.T.A.L.K.E.R, reaching the center of the zone. He fears that the zone will cause untold destruction if S.T.A.L.K.E.'s group makes it back to the center. So naturally, your goal is simple: kill S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Right off the bat, this game's visuals are still really solid. The game lives and breathes vibes. Just walking around listening to the noises of the zone can be an experience of its own. I think they really nailed it by starting you off in the Great Swamp. You have little solid cover, crappy weaponry, and lots of bushes for mutants and bandits to hide in. The swamp's murky waters run through the land and make winding and confusing natural paths that feel great to navigate. The funny thing is, all my personal positives about the Great Swamp are also all of its negatives. Basically, your whole time in the Great Swamp is going to consist of you using a double-barrel shotgun or a pistol against big numbers of bandits, and if you don't play this area correctly, you will get overrun and it will be very frustrating. But there's a solution. Stalker's gameplay has a bit of a learning curve, especially when you're limited to double-barrel shotguns and simple sidearms. Guns hurt a lot, which means they also hurt you a lot. So charging into firefights, guns blazing, will not work, especially in the beginning of Clear Sky. Lebedev wants you to clear out all the bandit camps before he gives you more information, and most players will attempt to take these outposts alone at first. If you're careful and luck is on your side, clearing these by yourself is possible, but that will cost you a lot of ammo, bandages, first aid kits, and other things you'll need a surplus of for the fights later on in the cordon. If you pay attention to your PDA, you'll notice groups of NPC stalkers patrolling the zone. This alone is one of my favorite things in Stalker, and Clear Sky specifically. If you want to clear the area of bandits fast, just wait for a group of Clear Sky NPCs to go attack a bandit outpost, and follow them, and simply assist them in the fight. These groups of stalkers will even take the outpost on their own if you're not there. I know some people don't like this, but to me that just adds to the game's world. The zone's factions are constantly fighting, and you might not be there to witness it. And I think that's cool.
Position captured. Over.
The Great Swamp area is used as a tutorial for the faction war system. While you're there, you'll be a part of Clear Sky, but once you travel onto the cordon, you're free to join a different faction a little later in the game. It's cool, but definitely a fun side activity to try on a second playthrough. I literally didn't even know you could do this the first time I played. Once you're done helping Clear Sky with their bandit problem, you'll move on to the cordon to meet with Sidorovich.
I haven't seen anyone come from the swamps in a long while. You've come out right next to the army outpost. There's only one thing a stalker can expect from the army, and that's a bullet. So I'd be careful if I were you.
Sidorovich has information on one of S.T.A.L.K.E.'s stalkers named Fang, but won't give it up for free. Sidorovich is an established trader in the zone, and has lost a unique item for an important customer and wants you to get it back. The problem is, the free stalkers in the military are in the middle of their own conflict, and the package got mixed up in the middle of it.
Hello, Merc. Tell me, what brings you here?
This requires you to work with the Free Stalkers leader, Father Valerian, who has you attack military outposts so his men can gain more ground.
What brings you here?
Compared to the swamps, the cordon is a much easier landscape to get a feel for, and has a lot more trees and solid objects to hide behind. You're going to be fighting a lot of military, so you get access to a lot of good gear. For a first-time player, I fully suggest going with an AK-74 you find off of the soldier. Cheap to maintain, and the ammo is abundant, so it always makes for a good choice. Plus, like, If you made it this far in Clear Sky, pat yourself on the back because this is where the gameplay really opens up. The cordon itself is pretty small, but has a bunch of stashes and loot to find, and if you missed anything in the Great Swamp, you could always go back and take care of any unfinished business. If you're feeling brave, you could always find an anomaly and hunt for artifacts. You can even do this with the first detector you get, but I suggest you get a bear detector from Sidorovich when you get a chance. Artifacts are random objects that an anomaly has smashed together and given otherworldly properties to. The first one you have a chance of finding is called a jellyfish, and is actually one of the most useful ones in the game, because it negates radiation. Artifact properties can be pretty overpowered and insane, and can make parts of the game much easier. You could also go the whole game without using one, and I kinda like that a lot. Extra, cool content for those who have patience, but not needed if you already have a good grasp on the game.
Come on.
I love the way
start
stuff
to
looks in
share
Stalker. I know I touched upon this a little earlier, but I was mostly talking about the scenery. The design of all the clothing and armor the Stalkers are seen wearing is rock solid and specific. A lot of games I play end up looking exactly the same, especially when they're in early access or run on Unreal 4 and use pre-made assets, but Stalker's
So
models are
tell me,
unique to
what's up?
Stalker, and I like that. Even though I'm using a weapons mod that replaces the original models, there's a real charm to the chunky vanilla gun models and animations. I remember screenshots of the AK-74 with that weird green handguard, and the G36 actually drew me to the game more because I wanted to use those cool looking guns. And if you can't tell, I'm a bit of a gun nerd. So after all that, why do people say Clear Sky is the worst Stalker game? Well, in my experience, any Stalker game unmodded plays a little weird. Even the last game, called Pripyat, you start off with an assault rifle, and gunplay can still feel really wonky, and enemy damage feels really unfair. Stalker clearly wasn't meant to be an easy game. Mods help balance the bullshit a lot, and I cannot suggest the two mods I used here more, Arsenal Overhaul and SRP, because they balance weapons and fix bugs. This game has such an air about it that the first game is 1999, the third game is 1999, but Clear Sky is only $9.99, and the Stalker games already go on sale for about nothing, so yeah, Clear Sky goes on sale for like $2 sometimes, I'm pretty sure. So if you're into these kind of games, you have no excuse to not try Clear Sky. It's the cheapest one. Clear Sky, it's the cheapest one. Damn, that took a while. Holy shit. Fuck, I'm gonna need another cup of coffee. Dude, holy shit.
Stalker!
Dude, holy shit, you need to calm the fuck down.
You will play Stalker! You will play Stalker Clear Sky with no mods.
No mods.
That is right. Vanilla Clear Sky.